Welcome back to the Killer Media Podcast. This is Tim, and I am Nick.
Yes, and we're your hosts. What are we doing today?
See ya.
Today,
Bye.
oh, he's leaving.
Just kidding.
He's got to go home.
That's my
Today
bedtime.
we got some news. We're just gonna start every episode with news if we have some.
Yes.
It's kind of a default. After that,
Keep
we're
you
gonna-
up to date.
Yeah, we gotta keep
Definitely.
you up to date. As
Sometimes you probably don't have time.
we do as much as we can on Instagram during the week to update you, and then we'll reiterate that at the end of the week when we post the videos. It'll kind of be a repeat if you don't stay
Mash
in
it
tune
all
with that.
together.
Yeah, make the mashed potatoes.
I don't like mashed potatoes.
Well,
I'm gonna get hate for it.
you like French fries?
I do.
Then you like mashed potatoes.
I don't.
Because when you eat them, they become mashed.
It's a different texture.
Well, then take mashed potatoes and fry it. Then you got fried mashed potatoes.
I like baked potatoes. I can eat baked potatoes. It's different from mashed.
But it's soft enough to where it's mashed.
It's way too mashed.
Then we're going to jump into Would You Survive? We're each going to give ourselves, I think, 5 horror icons. I'm going to say, hey, what are your chances on fighting this man?
Or woman.
Or woman. And we're going to have a little tussle about it. See if it's accurate. See if I agree with you. We'll give our opinions on it. And he'll give me 5. Then we're going to talk about Parasite, which we found out watching it, it's not a horror movie.
Yes, we were lied to.
It's a little too late, so we're doing it anyway.
Yeah. I was lied to.
Google, fix your shit. You can spin it. You could make the argument, but you're pulling strings. It's more of a comedy thing.
Dark comedy.
It's like a dark comedy international film. Not horror. There's one scene that you can say horror. That's it. Nothing else.
Like true horror.
Yeah. But, we'll talk about that later. So,
and maybe debate it.
Unfortunately, it's not horror. Sorry. Everything else will be. So this is your 1 week off from horror for the reviews. So that's what we're going to do.
They had enough of Minecraft.
They've had enough of Minecraft. And yeah, you had Minecraft. So to start off, I have a little shout out to do. So if you head on over on Instagram to Chris Heron Art.
Not Chris Hansen.
No, Chris Heron. I'll link it in the description. He's got some sick art, right? So I purchased the 2 art pieces from him today, actually, and I framed them. So I don't know if you can see it. I'm sure you can. If you can't, I'll put it in post. I'll fix it. So we have Pennywise here of an art. It looks like a drawing, a sketch. We have Pennywise there. Then I'll set this. I'll set this down over here.
Yeah, it'll be your fault if you dropped it.
And then
I don't want that on my conscience.
Excuse me. Then we have, I had to get this one. We have Art the Clown here. Just his head floating. I mean, that's like nightmare fuel. Come on. Who doesn't want that? So once we get actual like set with like hard walls and not like a thing, we'll put these in the background because they're pretty cool. They're pretty neat. So he's got a bunch. He's got some alien drawings and he creates these in Blender. They're 3D renders. So he's got a few art. He's got some alien. He's got some of his, I want to say, own creations, maybe. He's got some Batman in there.
Yeah, we could probably we'll put in an edit. We'll put some posts up.
Yeah, we'll put a few. He has a drawing of art. He's got some Godzilla, which I was tempted to get. And then was that Shaq, LeBron, somebody. It looks like a basketball player.
Someone tell us who.
Yeah, I don't know who that is. I probably got it wrong.
It probably tells us.
Oh, maybe I got it wrong.
April 1st.
No, that's his name. April Fools. It's not LeBron. So yeah, check out his stuff. Give him a follow.
The Xenomorph is
some cool
my favorite on that.
Yeah. This one's a video, but I think he didn't mean to post it as a video.
Oh.
Kind of looks like Cillian Murphy from 28 Days Later, but I see some vampire teeth, so it's not. Anyway.
Definitely a vampire.
I'll link his channel, his Insta in the description. Go give him a follow. Message him if you want to purchase any of these. Just give him a message. He'll message you back. And yeah, check him out. He's got some sick stuff. And that's Chris Heron Art. All right. Now, some horror news. We got, apparently it's in the works. I think one of the producers or cast members of Andor that just premiered, they said that a horror-themed Star Wars project is in the works. Now, there's a horror Star Wars book out there called Death Troopers. Maybe it could be an adaptation of that. Didn't read it, but the cover art looks sick.
I played like
Look
a
at the cover.
little.
Look at the cover art. It looks sick.
That is
Like
pretty
the
dope.
art of the book. So maybe they can do that adaptation. That would be awesome. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that if it actually comes to fruition.
Yeah, I know a lot of people. I've always seen people say they like a Darth Vader horror movie.
That could be cool.
That I mean,
He's scary. And then we can review something Star Wars related on the channel.
yeah,
Because we like Star Wars.
we do.
But it's not
We're
horror.
gonna be seeing Revenge of the Sith in theaters.
Yes, you gotta see it. April 25th, Friday. Be there
Or be square.
or die. Then we have some Silent Night, Deadly Night news. We knew they were remaking it, but now we got more information. I'm gonna forget his name. Forgot his last name, but Rohan, the actor who played Corey Cunningham in Halloween Ends,
Whether you like it or not.
and he was in The Monkey. Don't know his name.
I didn't even know he was in The Monkey until
Rohan
recently.
Campbell. So he's cast as Billy, the killer Santa. He's going to be Billy. I can see it. He can play a psycho. He's kind of off in Halloween Ends, so I can see that.
I think, despite the backlash of the movie, he did a pretty good job.
Oh yeah, he did. He was not the issue with that movie, and there really is no issue with that movie. But we already went into that.
Yeah.
So we got that. Then I don't know if you know this, but Ryan Gosling is producing the remake of Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
He produced Wolfman.
They're remaking that, Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Now, as you know, we just did our sick giveaway of that, so I'm excited for that. I don't think it could be particularly great because you're not going to get that 80s cheese essence.
They gotta just go for it.
They have
to.
Like
They can't dumb it down. Like
right.
They just.
It's already silly. Like I have a bad feeling about it, but I'm
okay. Han Solo.
I'm open to it because I like Killer Clowns. But odd that Ryan Gosling's producing it. Like a weird movie for him to produce.
Yeah, like I know.
Maybe he'll star in it, but I don't know.
That's what the Wolfman. He was gonna star in it.
He was gonna be the Wolfman.
Yeah, and then turned out I guess, scheduling conflicts or something.
I think Barbie. I don't know. So one of the movies, but like
Barbenhopper.
It could be a terrible career choice for him if that movie bombs. So
unless he distances himself away from it after, like I was never born.
I was.
It's in the fine print. My name's right here.
They made me do it. So we got that news. We have something else. Darn, I forgot. There's definitely something else.
I know for anyone who likes the Last of Us TV show, that aired. I don't know if it was just one episode. I think it's one episode.
Yeah.
But it's already renewed for a third season.
Yeah, they really jumped the gun on that. I mean, the first season did so well, so I guess they're assuming this one will, and they're straying away from the game
after the season.
Yeah. So will Joel die? That's the question.
Spoiled.
I can see them not killing him off. I mean, Pedro is really the only draw for that show, I think.
Well, the problem is, like, can she be the main star?
No.
That's the issue.
No, I can't see him.
Like, because right now he is the main star, and even season 2, technically she's the main star.
Yeah,
but
I don't see them killing him off.
Yeah,
I don't.
I still don't like her as the choice for Ellie.
Yeah, no, I don't. Actually, this is some fun news. The Five Nights at Freddy's 2, Skeet Ulrich is cast in that movie.
Oh, really?
So we got a little reunion with Matt Lillard, Matthew, and Skeet Ulrich.
Nice.
Back at it again.
All right.
And then, I think they're both villains, like they're both bad guys. So
is he one of the other animatronics?
He might be. Or one of, like, I don't know the lore of it, but there's other stuff. But I was like, oh, cool to have them back in the same movie.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they'll both show up in Scream 7. If you have everybody else, why not bring back Skeet? He was in 5 and 6.
This is just a reunion.
It's
everyone's reunion.
Exactly. Everybody's
reunioning.
So I think that's all the news that we have.
I see that looks like they're making another Carrie.
Oh yeah, they're making another Carrie.
I wasn't keeping track of it, but somebody by the name of Summer H. Howell is supposed to lead it. Don't know who that is. I will look them up. Put a picture.
Yeah, I'll put a picture.
Don't know who it is.
Yeah. I watched Woman in the Yard. Trash. Actually, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, but it's still bad.
Still just a woman sitting in a yard.
Quite literally. She did
I
get up.
knew it.
She did get up once in a while. But the movie, are you going to watch it?
I'll find a time to watch
I could
it.
be very wrong on this, and this is going to sound awful, but it seemed like the ending's ambiguous. Like, some people think it's not, but I think it is, just because the whole movie is centered around dreams. So,
yeah,
the main woman is struggling with like suicide, right? You find that out like later on, and the woman in the yard is the person to help her do it.
Oh,
and then
that's kind of a cool concept, like the Grim Reaper.
But at the end, she might actually kill herself. You don't know; it's ambiguous.
Oh.
But so I'm like, the whole story is, if you're suffering from suicide, the answer is to just give in. That, like, they didn't fight it. Like, she kind of just let it happen. And that's where that phrase, today's the day. Today's the day you finally do it.
Oh.
But, like,
okay.
And again, the ending, she had the gun to her, but you didn't hear a bang. But then it was all a nice, happy ending. And the whole movie is based around a dream. Like, she's having this dream of a happy life. So I'm like, did she kill herself, though?
So it was all a dream?
We don't know. It's ambiguous. But the ending, like, without getting too much into it, her daughter can't write the letter R. She writes backwards, right? So, and the mom is a painter. So she, at the end, it zooms into a painting, and her whole name, Ramona, is backwards. She wouldn't do that. Like, that has to be a dream. Like, it's a very interesting, like, concept. Like, it gets very confusing. But, like, to me, the story was, if you're suffering from this, just give in. Like, that's what the movie told you to do.
Not a good message.
No, awful. If that's awful, if that's what it is. And I could be wrong. Maybe the movie's not ambiguous and she did overcome at the end, but I think they left it open. Just kind of weird. I don't know.
Yeah, when I find the time to watch it, I'll watch it.
It had
I don't know.
it
It's
had
not
some good moments, but it's not great. Typical
like.
moments.
Did you want to fall asleep?
No, because I was like, when are you gonna stand up? Get off the chair. Emily didn't fall asleep. She stayed awake. She fell asleep during warfare, though.
And when she stands up,
yeah, she's standing up. So yeah,
that.
So that's a quick review on Woman in the Yard. Is that all we have?
There is a promo trailer for the movie Hell House.
Oh yes, Hell House.
Yeah,
they're making a remake or
is it
sequel?
Is it? No, I think it's
like a reboot, not reimagining.
Yeah,
maybe that's coming out. I think in August.
I like the very first one.
I have not seen them.
It's one of those,
but I'm going.
It's very low budget.
Yeah, and it's found footage.
It's still good. You didn't watch it yet?
No.
You should. It's pretty.
I'll give it a watch.
It's pretty creepy.
Yeah.
It's not like too bad in terms of found footage. Like, it's just.
Yeah, I'll give it a watch.
Yeah, give it a watch.
I'll give it a watch. All right. And then quickly, the last thing, there was a new snippet, like a 1.5-minute trailer for 28 Years Later, which we are absolutely excited for.
Hell yeah.
Great trailer. Whoever's doing the trailers and the marketing are killing it. Give them a raise. It was basically just a bunch of skulls like rolling together. This is the main image.
I thought they were apples.
It could be apples. They were forming like the Biohazard, their logo.
Yeah.
And then you just get snippets of like the zombies and stuff with that same audio in the background getting louder and louder as it goes. Very intense, very awesome. It's going to be movie of the year. Calling it right now. So
it's going to be the Oppenheimer.
Yeah, the Barbenheimer. That's what we got to look forward to. All right, jump into our Can You Survive? Let me tell you right now, you won't. I've quite literally fucked you. With killers. Not like that. Get your mind out of the gutter.
You didn't finish the sentence.
All right. I'll go first. We'll go 1 and 1.
I want to go first. Just kidding. I don't care. Okay.
Fuck you.
That's been working lately.
Guess you're going first.
I've been
You've just been not doing anything, just putting rock.
Yeah.
All right. Go.
We'll do it again.
It's 2 out of 3.
All right. Are we just gonna go back and forth?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Who am I fighting?
You are fighting Chop Top
God,
from
that loser-
Texas
that loser.
Chainsaw Massacre.
Man, I can beat this guy.
He's
like-
he's gonna tongue.
He's a flake.
He's gonna tongue you with his metal head.
Yeah, he's gonna
and-
scratch his head and eat it.
Yeah.
And he's a psycho.
He's gonna get a wire and then he's gonna. And
He's a freak.
do you really want to
And
be
he's
near him?
kind of psycho.
Yeah.
I don't have
Kinda?
a choice. I don't have a choice if I'm near him. I don't want to be near him, but if I have to fight him, I think I can take him. I think I got a pretty good shot. Can I guarantee it? No. But I think I have a good fighting chance. Because again, he's just a guy. He's got a clothes hanger as a weapon. What do I have? Is it a brawl? Fist
A
fight?
brawl.
Is
I
it
thought
a
you said
brouhaha?
brawl.
No, is it a brouhaha?
It's a brouhaha.
Am I picking up things I'm finding, or do I have a weapon?
I guess you can do whatever you want.
All right, I got a gun. Boom, dead. Can't do that.
All
That's
right.
too easy. You said I can do whatever I want. Like, are we fist fighting? Are we meleeing with knives?
I guess start out as fist fight. Like, could you be able to fist fight him and win
Oh,
without a weapon?
he's a twig. He's nothing. He's a psycho. He'll play dirty.
I don't know. He's
He'll
got a
fight
metal
dirty.
head. He could
He'll fight dirty.
headbutt you.
He could. I guess you can't really punch him in the face. How much of his head is metal? I forgot. Just the patch,
I think that.
or
I
is
think
it his
it might-
whole head?
I don't think it could be his whole head.
Like, it
'cause
can't be.
He's
You're a
still a
robot.
human. It's
Yeah.
just
Just a
an
patch.
implant.
Because I know they do that. Like, that's a thing. I think I can take him. I think I have a pretty good shot. Can't guarantee it, but I think I could win. I'd feel comfortable.
I mean, the survivors of the movie. I mean, they survived.
I'd feel comfortable. You know, would I be like, sure. But then I'd be like, oh wait, it's crop top. I think
Crop top, chop top.
chop top. Sorry. Well, he's cropped.
He wears a crop top.
Yeah. So I'd feel comfortable with that. I'm going in comfortable.
Now let's roll a dice. Is
A
Tim's?
D20.
Yeah, it's a D20.
Roll a D20. What are my odds?
What are your odds?
All right.
Hey Google, tell me the odds of killing. Oh, stupid Gemini.
You said, "Hey
Fucking
Google,
God.
you activate all of our devices. You activated it.
Oh, jeez.
That's you. All right.
Phrase killing
All right. So
All right.
next, what I got, the Wolfman from 2025.
Oh, I'd fucking kill his ass.
Come on, man. He's infested.
Just put a mirror to his face. He'll realize, oh, this is not the right Wolfman.
I feel like you would have a pretty good shot, just because he's confused.
All
Yes,
right,
he's a
so
good guy, but then he's not.
is he? It's pre-evolution.
What do you mean? No, he's the Wolfman. He's not just the guy.
Before that, though.
He's Wolf. He's at the final form.
Oh, he's
that
at
we
his
see-
final form.
that we see him in the movie. Final form when they're in the deer hut. You know. No, right. He's a wolf man thing. He is
Considering from the
faster.
movie, he looks like he's got like heightened senses. So I'm just gonna overstimulate his senses, and that's how I disorient him.
By how? Screaming.
Get
away from me.
I was gonna screech in his face.
Get away from me!
You're hurting her.
You're hurting her. And then you have a hunting rifle, and you're like,
I do have a hunting
and
rifle.
you
but
have
how?
access to the deer thing, but he's fast, and it's dark because he only comes out at night,
And he can see pretty well.
and he has night vision, and he's gonna be howling. You're gonna be scared.
I'll say my odds are definitely not 100%.
Yeah,
Like
definitely
there's not like 100% where I definitely could survive him.
Right.
What they did in the movie on top of that. So am I in the exact setting of
Yeah.
the movie happening?
Yeah.
Okay.
You have access to the whole arena they have,
Okay.
the Hollywood set.
Pretty fucked though, because werewolf, like even an American Werewolf in London,
Right.
right?
And think
Werewolves
about it.
are definitely not
If-
chop top.
No. And think about it. He only died by his family because he recognized them. He doesn't know who the fuck you are.
He's gonna know who the
He-
fuck I am.
He's out for blood. Yeah, I'm gonna make him know who I am. You know who I am? You know who you're dealing with?
What can I do? I could some weapons. Any blunt object would help. I mean,
Yeah.
played baseball in 5th grade, so baseball bat it is.
Could work.
What's the healing factor, at least described in that movie?
I don't know. There's not really a defined thing, but he chopped off his entire leg, and he should have bled out, but he didn't. So I don't know.
Like, I'm sure he can't survive if his head's chopped off.
Oh no, he died. And again, in typical werewolf, only a silver bullet, but this is not that. This is more humanized. But then again, he would have bled out, but he didn't. So he's somewhat elevated.
Okay. My thing is, in my opinion,
My hat.
I'm fucked no matter what area I would be in, but I feel like open area would be shit because there's not something like if he's chasing me, he'd have to like go around corners. He might be going too fast. It'd be hard to adjust. So I think I would stay indoors.
Yeah,
I
smart.
feel like I would have a better advantage because sensory, like he wouldn't be able to see for further, like
Right.
over the trees. He could climb a
Eliminate.
tree. He could probably climb a tree and
He
like
probably could.
scout me.
Mhm.
So I think that I would stay inside.
You got to eliminate his night vision.
I would pretty much do my best to catch him by surprise and just beat the living shit out. Like I'm not gonna be one of those one and done hit. Like
Yeah.
there's no
Yeah.
escaping, so
Yeah.
I have to try,
Mhm.
or else I'll die. Either
Sure.
way.
Now,
So
how
I
you
would,
gonna get around him not hearing you? Because he heard that spider loud like an elephant. That was like a whole upstairs.
mm,
A spider. He heard. How you gonna get around that?
I am pretty quiet. I am pretty quiet. Tiptoes.
Can you hear a spider when it's crawling?
Yeah.
You?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, big one.
How you know? How you know I'm lying or not?
Maybe you're the wolf man. You wolf out too.
Rawr.
Now here's your plan. You willingly only allow him to scratch you. You become Wolfman. Even fight.
So
But then
do,
you're fucked in the end though, because you're Wolfman. But at least you can still.
well, the point
beat
is
him.
to survive though.
But you can still
Okay,
beat him.
I guess I get scratched.
You're
I
still
fight him on.
alive.
Okay, I get scratched
You're
on purpose.
Still alive though.
Fight and survive as long as I can. Turn into a wolf man. Kill him with my renewed super strength and abilities,
Yeah.
and I'm still survived. And that's how I win.
Could work.
That's valid.
Unlikely,
it's not a really good ending.
unlikely scenario, but it could happen.
Not a really good happy ending. But.
We'll put your chances at below average, slightly below. Like you have a fighting chance.
45%.
Like you have a chance, but the odds are way against your favor. That's what I'm gonna say.
All right, in the house, I'd use as much distractions like before. Like, do I have time to like
start
prepare
slamming
a little bit?
Sure, you're Kevin McAllister.
Okay, well, not like
it's 12 p.m. You have until 5 nightfall.
This is fucking 5 minutes. Ready?
Yeah, you have until nightfall. You have 5 hours, and you know he's coming.
I don't want to go.
What are you gonna do?
Okay, well, I'm not like definitely not an engineer.
Convince me.
I would definitely set up some dumbass traps that will just stall him and distract him as much as possible.
Mm-hmm.
I would at least gather things that I can make noises from, distract him.
Mm-hmm.
So
throw some rocks around the room.
Yeah.
Throw multiple. He'd be like,
yeah.
Slam door.
And then that's when I have the time to be able to surprise attack him, bludgeon him to death, and then chop his head off.
Right. It could work. 55%. You moved up 5%.
What are you, a fucking supercomputer?
Dude, once he's in the building, he's still really fast. And he can still just quickly just...
This statement is a bit ambiguous. To understand it correctly, we need to clarify what moved refers to. Here are
Mood?
Don't talk about the percentages.
Gemini, get
Fuck
your
off.
stuff up.
I hate Gemini.
God.
Every time I just want a simple Google answer.
I wish you could disable it.
You really can.
Right. AI.
Do better, Google.
AI is messing everything up. What do you think? 60%?
Yeah, I'd give I'd say over 50%, but definitely
55 to 60.
Yeah.
Anything above that may be a little bit iffy.
Yeah,
Realistically.
like I'm not the strongest, but I do have adrenaline, so
like I'm giving with chop top. Yeah, chop.
You definitely have.
I'm giving myself like 70%.
Yeah, like I would say for Chop Top, definitely because he's just a human
and
he's not like super strength,
but he's got psycho strength. I'm giving myself 70%.
Okay.
Maybe like 68, but like 70, like
I feel like there's a chance. Like I feel like if I had time to plan it, I do have a chance.
Yeah, you always have a chance, unless you don't. But you always have a chance. All right, I'll give you that one. All right. Who's next?
It's your turn. Wait.
I just gave you that.
Oh, fuck me.
No.
No, don't do it. All right. I forget that character's name, but Colin Farrell from Fright Night. That version of Fright Night, because I
That
did not
version?
see the original.
Oh, we got to. Yeah.
But I guess it's kind of the same. It's still vampire no
Check
matter
it.
what.
I don't invite him in the house. I win.
You don't know he's a vampire. Just like you kind of like maybe you could suspect him. But
He's new to the
don't.
neighborhood.
Yeah.
So put me in the movie. Replace
Yeah.
me with the main guy
Yeah.
before I know.
Yeah. And he has the hots for your mom for no reason.
True. He just wants to get to me. Well, no, 'cause
Exactly.
you interfere with him because you see him doing stuff. Then he's
Yeah.
like, "You're a distraction. I'm going to kill you."
Which, to be fair, if he just minded his own business, he probably would not have that.
True. Do I have the knowledge of what vampires are?
I
You know, like-
I only saw the movie once.
Like, do I know? All right, garlic.
Okay, you
What
know
if-
the basic like movie style of like this is how you would kill a vampire. Like what you already probably would
Right.
think
Right.
to kill a vampire: steak, wooden stakes.
All right. Now, will I find out he's a vampire before he kills me? Like, yeah, I don't want to verbatim go to the movie because I end up winning. You know, obviously.
That's true.
So I got to be in a scenario to where it's not a movie verbatim. So like, when do I find out he's a vampire in this situation? Do I see him? Does he attack me and then I realize? Do I
He
witness
starts
something?
targeting you, and you notice something off about him,
I'm just smart.
and
enough
it's
to know
Shia
that.
LaBeouf.
I'm just smart enough to know, like to put the clues together.
Eventually, like,
Okay,
like you research, like you're like, well, vampires can't exist,
but then they do.
and then
I see him in a mirror.
yeah, like he targets you, like you notice him following you around.
Okay.
So that type of
So I figure that out. I stack up on some wood, right? Anything, wooden stake.
invite him to a bonfire.
Ooh, throw him in.
He would never suspect it.
He would never suspect it. I could get some holy water and just splash it on him.
Put in some vodka. Offer him a drink.
Vodka. Put it in a bottle of
Vodka.
vodka. Vodka. It's hot.
But he might have super smelling.
Ooh, do you think he would smell not vodka? Vodka has a pretty potent smell. If you don't know.
He probably would be able to smell holy water. I would assume.
No, because it's not. It's just water, but it's blessed.
How do you know?
Because I know what holy water.
Are you a
is.
vampire?
No. I watched the first movie.
Stop looking
right?
at my neck.
They the first movie discusses this, like the original.
Okay.
Like they make him try it, right?
Oh.
So, and he doesn't know, and you wouldn't be able to tell because it's just tap water that's just been blessed by a priest. So I can get some of that, and I can try to like, but he already is targeting me, so he might suspect.
Have a spray bottle.
Yeah. Like I feel like there could be like a really easy way around it. Like he's targeting me, but he doesn't know I know.
Okay.
So he could just walk up to me, and I can just be like, goodbye. But maybe he knows I know.
But would it just instantly kill him that much?
No, it just
Like, how
burns
much?
him.
Yeah, so like
It doesn't.
I feel
It
like
won't kill him.
feel
It'll
like
just
you'd
burn him.
piss
Then
him
he'd
off.
run away. Then he'd just be pissed.
yeah,
and
and
then
now
I-
you have a pissed off
and-
vampire.
Yeah, and I got to get close to stake him.
Yeah,
And then again, his house is well guarded.
and he knows now that you're like, oh, he's a vampire.
Right. Check it out though. But all right, they sleep during the day, right? Because they have to, because the sun. So
He might just stay in his house with the curtains all shaded.
they could, but got to sleep sometime.
Yeah.
And that's how they always plan it out. All right, we're gonna go at the middle of the day. We're gonna open his coffin and stake him up, right? Nosferatu,
And he's not there.
like that. And he jumps up.
Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah. So, easy way out, do that. But he might know. I feel like in a regular scenario, vampires are pretty much they're not killable. I think I'm fucked. I'm giving myself a 30% chance. I'm dead.
Like
I
they have
can't-
weaknesses, so
I
you have a
can't
chance
get
to
in-
be able to do it.
I can't get in close to stake him in the heart without him really fighting back.
And making sure you actually get him in the heart, because it is a small spot.
Or I
that
just-
you would have to.
The power of Christ compels you, Like, I could do that, but I have to believe it. You have to really mean it.
Okay,
And
I guess you do.
away from my religious practices, but in like a scenario like that, like again, they do that in the movie too, the original. It's pretty good. You gotta watch it.
The original is also a comedy, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But like the perfect amount to where it's not like full parody comedy, like it's just comedy thrown in, but just enough.
Okay.
It's really good.
I'll definitely watch it.
Like the remake's good, but the original is like leagues better.
Okay.
Um,
It's just something. It's hard to top something that's really good.
yeah, like it's good. Yeah, I'm giving 35-40% chance.
Okay.
Vampires are tough.
Yeah, I would
They're
definitely agree with that.
They're a little tough.
Yeah, vampires. That's why I put it in there.
Yeah, I got one that'll fuck you up.
Whoa. All this talk, man.
All right,
I don't like it.
Now we have the creature from It Follows, the entity.
We both have that.
You have it?
Yep. So
Ah,
I guess together. Okay, in this scenario,
This is tough.
we're working together. All right.
All right. Well,
We
it's good.
both.
Yeah,
So
good way to put it.
okay.
All right. So first of all, we would have it within our.
How do we get it?
We've been there. We've done that. So now it's passed on, right? Because that's how it works.
Yeah.
Now, how would the question is? You got to get further down the line, because when they die, it goes back to you. We don't know how to kill it yet because they haven't killed it. We have no idea, and they've tried. It doesn't work. So you're always on alert.
It's only one person at a time only sees it, right?
Yeah, only one person can see it.
So maybe we just
Like you can't help unless we like put a sheet over it.
So which one of us can see it though?
I don't know who's.
Should we just rock paper scissors shoot again?
I almost fell for it.
Oh wait, we're like
rock paper scissors shoot. All right.
Damn it!
All right, so you're getting destroyed.
Damn it!
So
I can't. So wait, do I see it or not?
You see it.
Okay.
You're the one being attacked.
Okay.
So
but your goal, you still have to help me. Like you can't
just
chicken out.
Run away.
So like,
but I'm behind. Yeah. When you die, it goes after me.
Yeah.
So you're ahead.
That's true.
But wait, hold on. Oh wait.
So like you had it.
That's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. There's somebody in between.
Okay.
A female. It's not gonna work that way. So yeah. So anyway, it doesn't matter. I need to like throw a sheet over it so you need to throw a sheet over it so we both can see it. So this way we both see it. To help. But how do we kill it? You can't.
How much of a conscience does it have? Would it be like, no, get the fucking sheet off me?
It doesn't do that. It just keeps it on.
Okay.
The only way
to see what's really good about the movie is like, what the fuck is it?
It's an entity.
Like no, like there's really no.
It's the snail.
There's no lore about it.
No, but they're making a second one.
Is it with the same actress?
I don't know, maybe. But all right, so the way I see it is they tried to do it in the movie.
Well, you don't see it.
I don't see it until you put a sheet over it. The way they did it in the movie, they tried this. They put a sheet over it, and they pushed it in a pool, and they tried to electrocute it to kill it. Didn't work. However, if you could tie it up, like with chains, and just put a bunch of locks on it, so where it literally can't get out, drown it.
That is a good idea.
Then it can't do anything, unless it can just magically get out. But I don't think
Friday
it can
the
do
13th.
that. Yeah,
literally
put him in the lake.
Put him in the lake.
And it doesn't like attack you from afar. It has to get close. So I think we have a pretty good shot if you're good enough.
Maybe we call friends because we could just be like call anybody.
An army.
Yeah. We prove it. Like, what the fuck is this thing? Help us.
You can't see it. Now you can.
Call the army.
Yeah.
They'll want to fucking know.
Drop a nuke on it.
They'll want to know. I feel like that wouldn't kill it.
No, probably not. I think you have to keep it contained. Put it in a box.
That just reminds me of like SCP.
Yeah, put it in a box.
Maybe the character is secretly an SCP type of character.
Maybe. All right, so it's slow. It doesn't run. It's slow. It walks. You can, other than doing that, you can travel across the world and just wait. But then you don't have enough money to keep doing it.
Yeah. Subscribe.
Subscribe. And then, it keeps going down the line, but then you don't know when they're going to die.
Yeah.
You need to have like the Fountain of Youth or something. You have to contain it. You have to drown it and like cinder block it and make sure nobody touches it.
What is our chances of doing that though?
I think we have pretty good chances. Because all you got to do is you got to put a sheet over it. Someone's got to like hold it down while somebody else chains it up with a bunch like
it has super strength.
It is pretty strong, like heavy duty chain.
So if it realizes it's like completely like trapped, would it just break out? Like would it?
Yeah, we don't know the strength though. We can't say.
Like, could it really be contained?
Because we don't know. We have to say it can be.
It has to open doors.
It can open doors.
And it has to. It can't just phase through things.
Yeah, it opens it. It's a physical entity. But then, yeah, and it can't swim. I don't think
No, that's why
it doesn't know how to
the
swim.
girl went into the water.
It does
And
not
it
know how to
wasn't.
swim.
It wasn't.
So
able
what
to
if you
swim.
just you capture it, you contain it, and instead of putting it in like a pool, you just chuck it in the middle of the ocean? Can fish see it? Can a shark sense it and eat it?
Oh yeah, I was gonna say if it pretty much couldn't swim. It didn't want to go into that water.
You
Drop it
drown
from a
it.
helicopter.
You drown it in the Marianas Trench, the deepest trench in the whole world. It ain't getting out of that. Put like 10 cinder blocks on it and sink it down into the trench. I think that's how you do it.
Put it in a cave.
Put it in a cage.
Close the cave up with rocks.
Could do that too, but it could be like Jesus. He can get out,
and then turn water into wine.
We don't know.
It offers us wine.
We don't know.
He's like, sorry guys, I really didn't mean it.
Apologies.
It's just part of the gig.
I just work here.
I just work here.
I think we have a pretty good shot if we do that. Sink it, contain it.
Okay.
75% chance. Because of something could go wrong.
Yeah.
I think we got it.
I think 80%. I feel like
maybe 80%. We have a good shot.
Yeah.
You just got to be smart. You got to group up, gang.
You have
together.
to realize, like,
yeah.
it's walking.
Yeah. It's always walking. Got to keep eyes on it at all times. No sleeping for you. Yeah, you can't sleep because we can't see it.
That's the problem.
We can't see
All right. Take turns. The way you sleep
Mhm.
is one of us is driving, one of us sleeps in the back of the car. You have to be constantly moving.
Sure, you're moving. It can't get you because they're too fast for it. Good point. Good point. I think we got this. 80%.
You have to go with the buddy system.
Mm-hmm. What if you did? Yeah, we got it. All right. What do you got?
Pamela Voorhees. Can you defeat her?
No, she's fucked up, man. You can't beat that.
You
She's
really
a pissed off mom.
You really don't think you can outpower her?
Probably could. she's her son just died. She's a psychotic woman.
No, he didn't just die, because when the first movie takes place, he's like almost like a grown ass man.
I'm a grown ass man.
I'm a grown ass man.
Yeah, no, I think I have a pretty good shot. Yeah, maybe like 70. I don't know. She could pull a fast one. She did kill all those counselors, and yeah, they were not
by
prepared
surprise.
for it. Yeah, they weren't prepared for it. Maybe she could pretend to be a sweet old lady. I don't know. Boom, did. Got to count for all the variables.
All right. This is after, so maybe.
So I know she's after me.
Yes.
She has a machete. What do I have? Because she already has it.
You have willpower.
Willpower? The power of will?
I don't know who Will is though.
Yeah. Will Byers?
William Byers.
He's got some powers. Yeah, no, pretty. She's not old, but she's older. Maybe like mid-40s. Yeah, 75%.
75.
You never.
Really?
I can't guarantee it. You never know.
Like a bitch.
No, she's a bitch. 85%. I'm giving myself 90%.
Okay.
I'm ending at 90.
Okay.
Hyping myself up. I can beat her ass.
So you still think Aaron couldn't beat Pamela?
No. A fight between Aaron and Pamela. Pamela's winning.
Would you be able to defeat Aaron?
Yeah.
Why?
Because. I know. I have to watch the movie to accurately answer. But Pamela can beat Aaron. Ooh.
All right, let us know, guys. Seriously.
Beer flavored Pringles. Gotta buy those. Yeah, weird.
Beer
combo.
flavor. I don't
Yeah,
really
weird
like
combo.
beer. I don't really like the flavor of beer.
Yeah, Pringles.
I guess I never had good beer.
Yeah, never have a Guinness. All right. Anyway, you ready for me?
I don't like mashed potatoes. You never had my mashed potatoes.
I got so much, but we're going long here.
I only had 5, so.
Yeah. How many? We did what? 3? 2 more.
So 1, 2, 3. We both did It Follows because we had that. We didn't tell each other. And then I had Pamela.
So you have 1 left.
No.
All right. So
No, we both did
It
It
1
Follows.
left.
Oh, dumb.
And then I'll do.
I
one.
skipped that
So
one by accident.
1 and 1. All right. So I got to pick here because I got some good ones. I don't know which one I want to do though.
Rock, paper, scissors.
All right. Oh, this one's good though. These ones are too easy. You're getting fucked up by them. I can't pick those.
No,
Easy.
you said that word.
Evil Ash.
You said that word a couple of times.
Evil Ash. I'll go with him.
Ash. Damn.
Zombified Ash. The king of the Deadites.
Whew. I don't know.
He's tough. I think you're losing. He's got all the charisma of Ash.
The only
He's evil.
reason why he was defeated was because Ash defeated him from himself, like from inside.
Mhm.
So
You can't because he's not.
I'm not
evil.
Ash.
He's not evil. You.
I'm not Ash.
You don't got a chainsaw arm. He's a deadite.
I have a better shot at the vampire
You do.
than evil Ash.
He's the king of the deadites. He's got all the charisma of Ash, but dead. And evil.
Exactly. You'd want him on your side.
Yeah. And
I really don't know
I think you're dead.
what I could possibly do.
Could you
Because
kill?
killing a deadite in general is already.
I was
going to
say,
fucking
can
tough.
you kill a regular deadite? Do you think you could a 1v1? You think you got a chance?
They're pretty dumb. They like to taunt, so like sometimes they get a little too overzealous.
True.
So
True.
if I already know that and just kind of
Like
kill him
Ash.
outright.
Ash is a badass warrior. Not to say you're not, but you know, like he's experienced.
I am.
You know, so
Get my
a regular deadite, I think he got like 65, 70%.
Yeah.
It's just a zombie.
But it's Ash.
He's
It
Ash.
goes way down below 50.
Yeah, I think it's like 20.
20.
He's got his gear. He's got the chainsaw.
But damn.
He's got the chainsaw. He doesn't have his boomstick though, but he's got the chainsaw. Does Evil Ash have the chainsaw, or just a weapon? I don't think he has the chainsaw. Hold up. I can decipher this in about 10 seconds. What is he? I think he has a sword.
Where did Tim go?
He was Evil Ash. You were over here. Where'd you go? You
Oh, really?
bastard? Yeah. Well, though, did I put him somewhere else? I got regular Ash. Evil Ash is kind of gone now. Anyway, I don't know where he went. He ran off somewhere. He might be over there. But I think he had a sword. He doesn't have a chainsaw. He has a sword, if I'm remembering correctly.
Does he have his arm?
Oh, there he is.
He has his full.
You see the bus.
Yeah.
Look directly up. You see Army of Darkness, the mini poster.
Yeah.
That's Evil Ash. He's holding a sword. He's going like this.
Okay.
So he's got a sword and a cape.
Damn.
He's got a cape.
Still.
He's got Cape Fear.
It's got. It's Evil Ash.
All right, you
I'm not
have a
Ash.
chainsaw. He's got a sword.
Okay. Can I at least? Yeah, I get a chainsaw.
He's got the sword.
I get a chainsaw, guys.
He's got range.
The range. It's a lag.
And he's got a cape.
He's gonna use lag to kill me.
He's got a flowing cape. Your only chance is to find the book. That's your only chance. But where is the book? You don't know.
I don't care. I don't know if I could. This one is a good one.
And when it gets too tough for him, he can just call in his army,
He can.
and you're fucked.
I'm fucked. Completely fucked.
Yeah. 20%. Maybe less than that.
Because I'm not Ash.
No.
The only reason why.
Because he is Ash.
Yeah.
It's a willpower. And you're not Ash.
Stop telling me I'm not Ash.
Can he even die?
He'll turn me into Ash.
Can only Ash kill him?
Probably.
Yeah. I think you're dead. Alright, you're dead.
Fuck.
Sorry. Dead. I had some other good ones, but we'll return to this.
Okay. All right. For me, last one I have is Aliens from a Quiet Place.
See, that's tough. I can be very, very quiet. I can be. But can I live like that forever?
Okay,
how
so
do
maybe
you-
the scenario isn't that like you can't just live like that forever. You have to survive.
It's a 1v1. There's only one of them.
I actually have not seen the movie like all the way through.
So you have to like use like an EMP, and then it kind of opens its ears because it's listening. That's its weak point, the ears.
Makes
They're
sense.
fast as hell.
Yeah.
Like fast. Like Flash. Not Flash, but you know, fast. I don't think I have the ability to craft something like that, to do that, to set up a trap.
Call the military. Oh wait,
They're dead.
They're
They're
dead.
dead.
Not even like
I can't call anybody. It'd be loud. They'll hear me.
That's true. Well,
They
you're dead.
got. I think I'm dead. 5%. 5% chance.
I think even the family had a big trouble.
Yeah.
killing it.
They did. 5%.
Surprised like there wasn't more. Like from what I remember, like it was like bits and pieces of the movie that I've watched.
Mhm.
Like I was not paying attention to it. Like when it
It's
was
pretty
on.
good.
I think it was just like maybe I forget when I watched it.
The first one's like the only good one. Second
Yeah.
one's okay. Third one didn't see it. They're making another one.
And they made a game.
And they made a game. 5%.
Circle of Life.
I'm dead. Yeah.
Well, you gave me one. Definitely couldn't survive. I gave you one. I
Yeah.
was pretty.
I have like
confident.
4 on here that you just would not survive. But it'd be fun to hear you debate it.
I have the ray gun.
I'll tell you them after hours.
I have the ray gun.
You don't have the ray gun. You're not getting revived.
I was never down.
Okay.
I never get down.
All right. Now we're gonna jump into our review for Parasite. Not horror, but who cares?
We'll debate that.
We'll debate. We're debaters. We'll debate it. All right. So we're gonna give our final score, not the sound.
Okay.
The final score in 5 seconds, in 4 seconds, in 3, 2, 1, 9.4. Pretty good. Yeah, this movie is 99%. It went down 1%.
What was the 1%?
This movie was 100% for like
Oh yeah, because
3 years. This came out in like 2019, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like COVID. 100%. It's been like it deserves all of that.
before
It's
COVID.
really good.
2020 was that. That was 2020.
Yeah, yeah.
So.
Right before COVID. It was very,
Yeah.
very good. Very well made. You can definitely see the difference between this and Mickey 17. Like he dropped. Like Mickey 17's like a 7.
I still really like the cinematography in Mickey 17.
Oh no, it's really good. But like the story and stuff, like it's like a 7. This is really good. So, brief synopsis. Basically, they're these super, super low class family. Like they're
Super.
like in the ground. They're so low.
They're
Literally,
the basement
Yeah.
houses.
Their house is literally a basement. Even their toilet is above them. That's like a metaphor. Like, even their toilet's
Yeah.
above them because they have to climb up to get it. So they're so low class. They got no money. They're poor.
There's so many. Like, I have to stop you. Like, there's so many nuances. Like,
Oh,
like the storytelling.
Oh, there's a ton. It's basically the whole movie is a metaphor for low class and how they're always just getting like beat
completely
up.
fucked.
Yeah. So, and they're like because you're so low class, it's like impossible to get to living status.
Yeah.
So anyway, they're so poor. They're trying to get jobs making pizza boxes, and they're failing at that. You know, they can't do that. And then the main guy, I don't know, where's their names? I have them.
Kiwoo.
Kiwoo. There's 2 Kiwoos.
The
The
father.
dad,
and
I
the
guess
son.
it's Kiwoo Jr., I guess.
Yeah.
So Kiwoo, his friend, Min,
Yes.
M-I-N, he's like, I think he's college, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to college. He tutors one of the girl of the other family.
Of the
Parks
rich family. Yeah.
Yeah, the Parks family. He tutors her. He's like, I'm going away. Can you tutor? Like, I'm not in college. I can't do it. He's like, doesn't matter. Just say you are. You have my recommendation. And,
Yeah.
that's all he need. That's all they need.
The only thing that was off to me was the relationship with the Kiwoo and then the girl he's tutoring, which is what's her name?
Yeah, that happened way too quick.
Why am I? Dai. We're not going to pronounce these
Dai.
names very well.
Dai, yeah.
But yeah.
Jung Ji-so played her.
Yeah. So it's just
it happened really quick.
And before that, his friend Min was like, "When I'm out of college, like when she's older."
It was verbatim. It was the same thing happened. It was weird.
Yeah.
So he goes to tutor. Then you find out they're getting their whole family in on this because they're rich, right? That's when I figured out, like, oh, this movie's like really good. Like, I didn't know their plan at first, and then it clicked. And I'm like, wait, is this what they're doing?
I was just like, oh, okay.
Yeah. I thought he was just doing it
honestly,
for money.
I really thought it was like not gonna be like them deceiving them at first, like because at first I wasn't sure where the movie was gonna go.
Uh-huh.
That's why I thought it was fucking horror.
Yeah, and I'm like, we're like an hour in. And I'm like, this is not.
I thought there was gonna be actual fucking parasites.
Yeah, they are the parasites.
Sometimes I try to go in blind with movies
Yeah.
that are like recommended, so I'm like not like so I get the full elements of everything.
The cover art looks scary.
Yeah,
their eyes are crossed out.
It's a really good cover art.
Yeah, the name Parasite, like it sounds like it could be a horror, but it's really not. And I guess you could spin it, but like it's not. So yeah, then they're slowly but surely like getting all of like their work, the Parks family workers, like the driver, the maid, they're getting them all fired for like just made up reasons.
Yeah.
And then they're pretending they're not a family. They don't know who they are.
Yeah,
They're getting them all hired. So this way, they're making like quadruple the salary. So they're rich basically now. They're
They
as rich as
couldn't.
the
They
Parks.
couldn't have gotten a better house by that time. Actually, no. Well, so when Kiwoo was actually, I didn't catch this, but when I watched like a video about it,
Mhm.
like for some of the elements, Kiwoo, the one tutoring the girl, when she's like, "Oh, I paid you more than Min this time," but
Mhm.
apparently in the scene when she's putting the money in an envelope, she actually was like, and took out a couple of
Oh, really?
yeah.
I didn't notice that.
So she's like actually like shitty.
Wow.
Like at first, like she kind of seems pretty nice, but
Yeah.
like I didn't even catch it. Like unfortunately, it was probably because of the subtitles.
Probably. Yeah, I hate subtitles. I was gonna watch this one night. I was like, I put it on, and I'm like, is this movie subtitled? And like, I saw the subtitles, and I turned it off. I couldn't watch it. So then I went back to it the day after.
He was not prepared.
I was not in the mood for it. I couldn't do it. So yeah, and then a lot of stuff happens. You get some intense stuff. They find out. They don't find out, but they're all in the house at once, and then they come home.
The Parks family go on the camping trip.
Yeah, and then they come home suddenly, like all movies. Like, oh, we're coming home. It's canceled. I called it in my head. I'm like, they're gonna come home.
That's not even the biggest twist.
No, like they're gonna come home. And then like there's like a super basement place that the original maid was like housekeeper was hiding her husband there because he's
feeding him.
because he's low class.
He
It's
was
really
the prior.
intense.
He was the prior driver, I think,
Yes, yeah.
before as well.
And then he escapes, and then all hell breaks loose. And then a lot of stuff happens, and then I'm sure we'll talk about it the more we get.
Some
into
people die.
the plot and the writing, but yeah. So yeah, the sound, 9 out of 10. You had 10s all aboard.
Yep.
Yeah, sound was 9 out of 10. It was very good.
I will agree.
Very good sound. The sound design was pretty good.
I actually watched the video. It was like sounds of the director Bong Joon-ho,
Mhm.
and it was like just like a video compilation of just all the sounds in his movies.
Oh wow,
It was just like
he gets some interesting sound.
I felt like it was visceral.
The music, I thought it was good. It's good music. It emphasized all the scenes properly. Didn't feel out of place. Very cohesive.
Yeah.
I gave that a 9 out of 10 too. 10s are just rare,
Yeah.
There's got to be
But
something.
yeah, it was just.
I have some 10s.
Yeah.
You gotta have some 10s.
I do have some 10s.
You got some 10s.
I got some 10s.
Yeah. Cinematography, I gave a 10. Very good.
9. Oh wait, no, that was
No,
my prior.
you
I
gave
was
all
like
10s.
I was like going up and down.
Yeah,
Debating.
cinematography was really good. He's a class director, or I don't know if he didn't do the cinematography. I don't think, but whoever was behind the camera doing the cinematography.
There's a lot of really great shots.
Yeah, and some of them they have fun with them. Like they're different, like unique, different angles.
Pan shots.
Yeah, and beautiful shots of like this landscapes and stuff.
And they're not even like, it's not like over the top, like random, like really, really, really creative, like over the top. It's just like the way that it's introduced into the story blends it really well.
Yeah, I agree. Very good. The acting, I gave the acting an 8, just because it sometimes are they Korean?
Yeah.
Like they overact with their emotions. Like the one scene in particular when the not the Parks family, the
dad,
the parasites. No, the daughter, the artist teacher.
Yeah.
When she said to the mom, Mrs. Parks, when she said like, "Oh, something must have happened to your son in school," she was like, like, what did that happen? Like, it just felt like overacting in some parts.
Yeah, that felt off to me, but I might put it down to, I was reading, I was like, how do you even judge an actor of a language that you don't speak? So there's nuances that you don't
It's
get.
not
So like,
the language, it's the way they physically act.
But it's part of language.
Yeah, it is.
I would argue that's part of language.
It could be. I don't know. Maybe because I just don't understand it and I can't really articulate hearing the words and reading them, that it just felt off. And they all do that, even like the Godzilla movie.
Yeah,
it seems
I can definitely
cheesy
get
in
that.
a way, or corny. Now I'm not getting into any stereotypes. I'm not doing that. But I it's a nitpick.
Yeah,
it didn't like bother me.
It's hard to watch subtitles because the movie is really good, but you want to not feel distracted, to have to
Right.
read and not pay attention to everything that's happening, especially with how well everything is done.
Right. If I watched this dubbed in English, I would have gave the acting like a 7, because it's always bad dubbed. Like it's always like cheesy, extra cheesy.
Like watching it now and then doing a rewatch and it was dubbed.
Right.
I would kind of keep the acting like good, like pretty much 10.
Yeah.
But like I would actually like be able to like look around, like actually
focus
at the
on it, yeah.
focus on the picture
Right.
instead of the subtitles.
Yeah. So
That's-
it gets kind of
That's a
hairy.
nitpick.
It is. It gets kind of hairy. And we're just not used to subtitles. Some people swear by it because it picks up on things you wouldn't hear. And like, yeah, I can see that, but if I'm looking at something and I can't do both, no, read faster. What? I can't look away from the screen for 2 seconds. I have to be glued 100%. It's a lot. Writing, 9 out of 10, really good writing. The story was great.
It was.
There was no like, again, I gave it a 9, but there was like very, very not super like cheesy dialogue. Like it was all written well, smart writing. Everything made sense. Yeah, it's very good.
I'm trying to remember like when the family like that was the family always manipulative? Because
I don't know, but
like
they
where did
seem
they
used
get
to
these
it.
skills?
Like
Is one of the interesting
I think they
parts.
might have been because, well, at first I was like, why is the family okay with them forging a fake letter? You know,
Because
they're like, oh, good job.
it was by recommendation.
No, no,
Oh,
I'm talking about
the
the
family.
main.
Oh yeah, when you first
Because the
when
dad was like, "Oh, this is fantastic. Why don't they have a school for this forging?" I'm like, "Oh, so you're okay with this?" So I'm sure they're used to it or they've done it before. Because the dad, they said he was a previous driver for somebody, so I'm
that
sure
could be
they
a
did
lie
this.
though.
It could be, but I think
That's
he
the
actually
thing. We don't even actually know the the truth.
right. And if they did do this before, why are they still so low class? Or did the same thing happen?
They just got lucky.
Yeah, I don't know. They're a shady bunch.
The parasites.
Yeah,
Which
parasites.
was really nice. The fumigation in the basement. I
Yeah,
put 2 and 2 together. Eventually, it was like,
free fumigation.
oh, they're parasites.
Yeah, yeah, and they're
They're
trying to gas
leeching
them
off
out.
of anything and everyone.
Yeah, the symbolism is amazing. But at first, I was like, "You're just gonna let fumigation happen? You're just gonna breathe all that in? Like, aren't you gonna die?"
The dad was fine with it. He was like,
free fumigation. Yeah, he's just folding his pizza boxes wrong.
yeah. And then apparently, I read the stairs are like pretty much a metaphor for like climbing the structural class system.
Yeah,
And one of the bigger parts when the flood, like there was raining and they're leaving after they escape the house. When the family gets back, they're going down like the long stairs. So like after that, now they're descending back down to
Right.
the low class, into the floods and all that stuff.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
it is. And then at the end of the movie, when the dad hides out, he's going back down because that's where he belongs forever. He can't ascend.
Yeah, there must be like I'm not like familiar with Korean culture, but like I'm pretty sure it's like it's a very like justification of like how like that structure is actually set up in Korea.
Yeah.
Like class matters that much.
Yeah.
Class matters a lot everywhere, but
Right.
like
It seems extra like nasty there.
yeah,
Like, yeah, you can have a house, but you'd rather have no house. Like it seems like kind of like that. Like it's just very just bad. Pacing, I gave an 8. The first 30 minutes, I'm like, nothing really happened.
yeah.
It was kind of slow.
Guess what I
build
gave
up.
it?
10. It was kind of a slow build up. Yeah,
It
I was like,
was.
what's happening? Like,
But it
what's
was
the
still
story?
like I still like the dynamic with the family
Mhm.
and like the banter and like I was like
Yeah.
wanting to learn about them. Like it was
Yeah.
pretty
Like the story didn't really kick in until they hired like after they hired the daughter, like the artist
Yeah,
teacher.
okay.
Then I was like, okay, I know what's happening now. This is good. Before that, I was just like, all right, it's a family trying to get money, just getting a job.
what I thought was gonna happen. I was eventually thinking that they were just gonna like take over the family
Yeah.
and like somehow maybe accidents happen.
Right.
That would be crazy.
I could see that. But no, they innocently, as innocent as that can be,
Yeah.
just took over their jobs to hide it. They're not, they're not like killers.
Well, they at the end when they go do time, they're arrested. They're just pretty much on charge for forgery. That was the
Yeah.
only thing because Nothing. The only person who would be charged with murder was the dad at the
Right.
end
And
of the husband
and
of
he
the
had
park,
he had every right to do
Mr.
that.
Park.
Yeah.
He did.
Smelly,
Yeah.
smelly smell.
He noticed at that point. He was like, "Fuck, wow, you're like really,
Yeah.
they're really shitty."
Right.
When you think at first when you think about it, you're like, "Oh, they're not that bad. Why are these people like doing this? Like,
Right.
we get that they're poor, they're struggling. But why are they doing this?" And then like subtle little things of like comments, the way that they treat, especially when like the mom was like very innocent and always seemed like very nice.
Right.
And it was funny because they pointed out, the dad pointed out that he's like, she's very nice,
Yeah.
but naive.
Right.
But
Very simple. Yeah.
I guess maybe not the case.
And they get turned on by the fact of pretending to be poor. You know, when they were on the couch, they're like with the underwear. He's like, wear them, and then she was like, oh, buy me drugs, because that's what all the poor people do. Like,
Yeah.
they're like, they really hate the poor people.
Yeah.
And
And
they smell.
them listening on it, like that's probably when the dad was like,
He's
"Damn."
like, these guys are assholes.
Yeah, to be honest, I didn't even see too much of a problem with what they were doing. That might be bad, but
Well, yeah, they're technically
they're
the
just
heroes of the movie.
they're just working. Like as much as it was forgery and all that, they weren't like
They're not
harming anybody.
There's no ill intent.
Yeah, they just
Up until that point.
they just needed to get jobs.
Yeah, and sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, they're written to be like the heroes of the movie.
Yeah.
Like the parks are the bad guys, as you find out.
Yeah, maybe the only like redeeming guy, like main character, would be the son Kiwoo. Like he's the main focus because he's the one who started it all and was like.
Although he went after to kill the people in the basement.
Yeah, I would say that's like his turning point. Like he was like he would never seem like he would go that far.
Right.
But after everything that happened, it was pretty much, I got a plan, Dad. This flood, this everything. He's like,
no plan.
No plan is a good plan.
Yeah. Character development 10. You have 10. They were written very well. They all go through their little arcs, especially at the end.
Yeah.
Everything comes full circle. It's fantastic. The ending, I gave 10. The ending was great. The happy ending didn't happen and it probably never will. That was just him imagining that.
One way I watched a video that said that the rock was hollow. That's why he didn't like die from the injury.
That was a heavy rock though.
Yeah. It was heavy on the outside. Like, so when it was in the water, the rain, it was floating.
Mm-hmm.
But then in the dream, in the, I guess the epilogue, whether you don't know it's a dream or not, he puts it in the water and it sinks, which would mean it was a dream because the real rock was hollow.
Right. That can make sense. And yeah, the like that rock, I think in Korean culture symbolizes hope or good fortune. And at the start it did, and then it was like, no, it's bad. Like it did the opposite for him.
Yeah.
And then entertainment. 9 out of 10. I was entertained. It was very good. Once it like kicked in, I'm like, oh, I'm interested now. Like, what's gonna happen? Like, how are they gonna get caught? Are they gonna get caught? Are they all gonna die? I thought they all were, but then no.
Yeah.
I'm surprised Kiwoo survived. He got hit in the head.
Oh yeah, I thought he was done. I thought
his head was gonna be
as soon as he got hit, especially twice.
He just had brain.
Not once,
damage.
twice.
And then I guess he healed it over time. His brain damage, like it became normal again, because he's still smart, picking up on the Morse code and stuff. I thought that was really good.
Yeah,
like that was awesome.
It was hinted at that what's his name knows it, like the boy.
Yeah, because he's a scout.
In therapy, but
they were both
didn't even know it yet.
Because they were both scouts.
Was that revealed like earlier about Kiwoo being?
It was, yeah. I think because they said a line of something with Morse code, because you're a scout. And he went to scout camp. That's why he loves the Indians. So I guess you have to put that together indirectly. And he does pick up on it, but they don't really go further with it because they can't prove anything. I thought they were going to use that to prove something. Like, oh, the light's going on. And I think it's great that they have no idea what's wrong with that light. But why wouldn't you fix it? Why wouldn't you try to fix it? They know it's bad. They keep commenting on it.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you fix it? You're rich.
You would think you're rich. You'd be like, just do it.
Just fix it.
Just fix it.
And I was going to say,
just buy a house.
I was going to say, why wouldn't you just? How do you have you not known there was a secret underground cave. But then again, there's a giant dresser in the way, and they're not going to move that. How would you know? The scene when the old housemaid when she went like downstairs, and then you're like, where'd she go? And then it cuts to her just like planking, trying to push it. I was like, what is going on here? I was like, what's happening? That was kind of funny.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest twists.
Yeah.
Like the basement and the guy living down there forever.
Yeah.
However
Years
long
and
he
years.
was.
And she forgot about him for like 2 weeks. He's there just like dying.
Well, she couldn't
slowly.
get back. She
Yeah.
didn't forget. But
And
like
that's why, she couldn't get fired. Couldn't.
and I like that there was a reason why she came back.
Mhm.
It wasn't just like, oh, she came back and then,
Right. Because she wants to come back. Or she's like pissed off.
Why couldn't they have worked together?
I was gonna say that. Why couldn't they work
I thought
together?
about that when I
They could
was
all. They
I
could
was like,
all
you
work
guys
together.
all are like
You're in the same
deceiving
scenario.
everybody.
You're in the same scenario.
Share it.
Yeah.
It's a big enough. It's a big enough house.
That's what I thought was gonna happen. You can all share the wealth. Nope. I'm gonna kill people instead.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then,
That guy was crazy.
yeah, he was crazy. Banging his head on the light. I forgot his name.
He was in isolation. Oh, did
What's his name?
I don't think I put his name.
Like then,
No, I didn't.
he escaped after he bashed Ki Woo's head in, and then he just grabs a kitchen knife, and he's just like Terminator style, just walking in the backyard and just goes.
I know, and then at the back of the crowd, he's just like, "Oh, what's everybody doing?"
Yeah, and he's like, yeah, and then he
He's
just
like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna
walks
call
forward and just stabs Daye. No, the other one,
It was the
Jessica.
Jessica.
She
Jessica.
stabs her like in the heart, basically.
Yeah.
And like then obviously, the dad, Ki Woo, is like, oh no, and then goes after her, and
Oh no.
and then the Mr. Park, they're only worried about their son. He fainted. Jessica's literally bleeding out, and he doesn't care at all. Like his son is not in a dire situation,
Gritty
but
bastard.
Jessica is, right? And then again, like I guess at that moment they kind of pieced together that they're a family, and the smell, they kind of figured it out. So then he's like, I don't care about you guys anymore. I'm saving my son. And Ki Woo's like, hold on, buddy.
He shouldn't have thrown him the keys.
He shouldn't have. He's like, hold on, buddy. And he stabs him in the back. Kills him. Mr. Park's dead.
Good.
Get what you deserve. You know what, Murray?
He might seem like a good father to his kids, but
Murray. You get what you fucking deserve. Is that funny? Murray.
I have some final thoughts.
What are your final thoughts?
My final thoughts is straight out the bat. It's not like a horror movie.
It's not
really.
at all.
Like when you think about it.
Zero. There's one scene though. When the kid, I get names.
The song?
The song. The kid, when he was eating his cake, shoving it down his throat, he looked and saw the stairs, and he saw this ghostly figure. I was like, all right, that's scary.
Yeah. With
That's
the
it.
eyes?
Yeah, glowing. Like, all right, that's it. That's scary.
That's scary.
But then that's the only thing. So Google probably like saw that AI and was like, horror.
Yeah, fuck Google. Why are you
Not
doing that?
horror.
But
But
in opinions of elevated horror.
could be.
Yeah.
You could make it, but there's not enough legit elements.
It's subtle
to say
horror.
it's You have no cons. You gave it a 10. Of course you don't. I was like, yeah, it's perfect.
Subtitles,
So there is
maybe.
none. Yeah,
If I really had a con,
But that's
subtitles,
not-
but didn't.
that's
really...
not towards the movie. You can't say that.
Yeah.
You can, but you can't.
Can't do it.
Can't say that.
I'm not done. I'm not done.
Fine.
I was gonna say it's kind of like horrors of like what people will do to survive. Like,
Yeah.
infiltrating like their house. It's kind of like put yourself in the shoes. Like you're watching the Parks Family. Like you know everything that's going on. It's kind of creepy. Like squatters, people like that.
Like I see you, kind of.
I think
I
they
see
didn't
your
play around with any like horror elements with like weird things happening. Like they all like they never were in that. Like the only person who lived there, I think, was the mom at the end because she's the in-house maid. But so like she just invites everybody over. So like things being out of place or something like that isn't really an element in this with the horror aspect. Even ICU isn't like.
I wouldn't say it's a legit horror.
It's not because it's a bait and switch. That movie.
It's a mystery. It's the same thing, mystery crime, kind of. But like, yeah, I see your point with this. Is you can easily direct it to be that way from what they already have. but because they didn't focus on it, it's hard to say that it is. But
Yeah.
you can make it that easily
Like
without changing too much around.
yeah, like there could be elements of horror in any movie.
Yeah.
Straight up like family movies have
Straight up.
horror parts. Like maybe just like
Home Alone.
I'll
You
say
got some thugs going.
I watched this stupid family. Well, it's not stupid. It's actually a really good movie. Migration.
Never saw it.
About a family of mallards migrating for the first time because their dad doesn't want to
The birds.
the birds. They're called the mallard family.
Is it animated? It's gotta be animated.
It's by Illumination, the one that did
okay.
Minions.
Yeah.
And the dad always tells stories about like the storks, like the bigger birds.
Yeah.
So then when they go in the travel, there's a bigger bird that is kind of like a witchy type girl, like old woman. And that's the scary part. Like it was just hard. That's hard. Like, but it's a family movie, so like those things. But like straight up horror throughout the whole movie, no. But we still kind of wanted to do the review for this because we watched it.
It was a little too late,
and we really enjoyed the movie.
Yeah, it was really good. It was worth talking about.
Yeah.
Although we're like 5 years too late,
We're
but
behind,
it's worth talking.
But I'm glad we finally got to do it.
Yeah, it's worth it. Yeah, I thought the cinematography was great. Even in Mickey 17. So whoever he has doing the cinematography is really good. Keep doing it.
Where's the cinnamon?
Cinematography.
Cinematography.
And I thought the plot and the whole story was beautifully written out. All the metaphors. It was fantastic.
Pretty original.
Some of the cons, like I said, again, it's a nitpick. Some of the acting seemed a bit silly. And then I had a lot of scenes you have to subvert expectations. A lot. Like
what?
Their plan is being executed perfectly.
That's true.
And it's like in a real scenario, would this happen? It could, but could it? The moment when, again, names. Kiwoo's under the bed.
Yeah.
And she's gonna check on him, but all of a sudden she gets distracted.
Yeah, she was about to. Yeah.
I'm like, again, it's a movie. You have to do that. So it's a lot of stuff.
It's close calls.
Yeah, but it's a movie.
Well, the
you
thing
have to
is,
with all of them.
He said, I mean, no plan is better than no
exactly
a plan. Yeah. Which it was kind of a plan, like to do all that, but then
it was because it
went
wrong.
At that point, like there's only you gotta what's the word? Improvise.
Right.
At that point, there's not really like you somewhat have a plan. What's the plan? Like you do that all the time, forever.
Yeah.
Until you're rich.
Right. But yeah, they're nitpicks. And a 9.4 for me is pretty high. It's pretty high. High praise. It's very good. Parasite. Don't be a parasite.
Yeah.
So that will be our review for Parasite. Very good. Go watch it. If you haven't seen it, you probably have.
If you don't mind subtitles, if you really don't like subtitles, don't watch the movie.
A dubbed version. Hire somebody to dub it for you.
Somebody translate next to you.
Yeah.
While you're watching
in person,
because
that's not distracting.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that'll do it. Close her up. All right, we're done. So we're at 99 subscribers.
We are as of now
99. That's
maybe it went up one.
Niner.
Because remember when we got on an episode before, it was like up 2 before.
Niner. So do us all a favor. We're still there. Do us all a favor and hit that subscribe button if you're not already. Most of our viewers are not subscribed.
Maybe we're at 100 by the time this episode comes out.
Possibly. We see you not subscribed. Subscribe.
Yes.
It's worth it. Join the community that we're slowly building.
We love your comments.
Your comments are great. We're starting to get more comments. We respond to all of them. They're fantastic. We want to build it up. So help us out there. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on Instagram, on Twitter, on Reddit, on Spotify, X.
What the fuck?
Facebook. We're everywhere. We try our best to keep you updated daily with news.
We're in your room.
We're everywhere. We have eyes on you at all times. We got cameras. We keep you updated on everything on Instagram daily. We have daily trivia, daily news. If we're not going to review a movie in full, we'll post a little story of a brief synopsis of what we thought about a movie. I think we have one for Woman in the Yard. We have one for the Minecraft movie. We did review that, but we have one, for movies that aren't big enough to warrant like a full review. We'll post our thoughts there. And or if it's a new movie and we just came out of the showing, we'll put our initial thoughts just so you can get an idea of what we might talk about.
Yeah.
So, keep updated, be engaged.
Engage with everyone else too.
Yes.
Fellow
everybody.
fans, engage with each other.
Yes.
Not be engaged. Don't get engaged to each other.
Unless you
engage
connect.
with each other.
Unless you connect.
Yeah, and
Don't tell them what to do.
Okay.
Do what you want. Do what you please.
Keep an eye out on news about us starting the Discord.
Yeah, that'll be happening
eventually
soon. We have it set up. We just need to make it fun.
12 years later.
Yeah. We need to add some stuff. But it's coming very soon. We'll keep you updated on that. But until then, we'll see you next week with a new episode where we might review a TV show. So keep.
What TV show? We're not going to tell you yet.
No, it's on a streaming service.
We'll post it.
Who would have known? Yeah. We'll post it the day before. The day before we go live. Saturday.
We're going live?
Yeah.
No.
We will eventually.
Eventually, but that's one of the things we definitely want to do.
Yeah, but not
do
today.
lives.
Not today. So
movie marathon.
Woo! Yeah, we'll watch a movie. So until then, we'll see you next time on the pod.